Good evening. It is August 29th, 2020, and this is hopefully the last evening that we'll have in Possibility Blackout. Now, this adventure has taken quite a bit of time to get through, but it is also our first complete video adventure that we've had. What will happen with our intrepid explorers, our adventurers who want to stop both the Gaunt Man and Dr. Mobius from gaining too many possibilities? They are, of course, the two strongest High Lords, and gaining a lot of possibility energy could indeed cause the rest of the world trouble. So if they stop this one thing, this infernal device, this terrible machine that is collecting possibility energy from around the world, will it actually keep us from a horrible, terrible fate? Find out tonight on our show. So all of you, Mo, Chris, Peaches, and Dogfight, being played by Josh temporarily, or maybe for the night, depending on whether Robert arrives home and is able to play or not. You should see your characters, and all four of them are going to look the same. They're going to look like diving gear with sharks around them, but your name is attached, and you should be able to readily see your own token. Now, if you would, you are in Auroche now. It's a Auroche mix zone with Core Earth, but Auroche is dominant in this particular instance. So up there towards the upper right of the map, and you can kind of scroll over that way, you'll see the laws for Auroche. The law of eternal corruption. If you fail any corruption test, it lowers your character's charisma. I don't think... See, the only one that would really be worried about that would be Thuban, but he is back up on the PBY Seaplane. Let's see. The law of fear. Death is
asking all sorts of complicated questions about how everything works.
Exactly. Second is the law of fear. Death is in the cards. Since I don't have the newer Rorsch, since the newer Rorsch book hasn't even been put into Kickstarter yet, I won't. The only rules that I have is what I get off of page 55 of the main book. So I may have to look some stuff up to clarify. And then there's the law of perseverance. A standard soak success negates the shock, but not the wound. Does everybody catch that?
Yep.
Okay. Everything else is normal. So the wound is not going to be soaked. So if you get wounded, you're wounded. Fortunately, these suits are pretty strong. So now each of you has a... let me kind of scroll up here so I see what I'm doing. Each of you has an Auroche Cosm card. Okay. Now the rules state that you're supposed to be able to choose which Cosm you want a Cosm card from. There are alternate rules that say that you can select or that you can roll randomly to determine whether you get an Auroche card or a Core Earth card. Which rule would we prefer to go with?
I think that it would better suit Auroche if we either got it randomly distributed, so if like we flipped a coin or something.
So kind of like each of you?
Yeah.
Do even odd. Even this Core Earth odd, it's Auroche.
Okay.
How odd?
What's that? Peaches,
She said how odd.
Yeah. Lose two possibilities for that. I'm kidding. So, let's see. So, just going down the way. Mo, are you good with random?
Yeah, random's perfectly good with me.
Chris?
It's all good.
Peaches?
I like random.
And Dogfight?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, Josh.
I forgot I was Dogfight again for a second.
It's going to have to. It's going to take a little bit to get used to that. Okay, so let's kind of do it in order. Mo, go ahead and drop a d6. You can do it from the left-hand side from that menu. Okay, so evens are core earth, you said?
Yep, evens core earth, odds or rocks.
Okay, so let's see. Let me steal that card.
All right.
Stealing. And I'm going to move this out of the way and get you a core earth. Somebody just wrote something in. Oh, okay. Yeah, duh. Okay, so let's see. Cosm cards. Core earth. Okay. Get back here. I'm going to shuffle this real quick because these haven't been shuffled in a while. And then deal 1. Oh, it's Captain. All right, now, Chris.
Okay.
Okay, so you're sticking with the Rorsch card. Peaches. Okay, so you get a Core Earth card. I'm going to steal your card here. Oh, steal
Good.
card.
I didn't want that one. That one was kind of stinky.
Deal 1, 2, Ginger. Oh, Ginger. I can spell, really. All right, and then Josh.
All right. D6.
Yep.
Oof.
Do you not have your 3D dice activated?
I do not.
Okay. All right, so I'll just have to pay more attention to what's going on. All right, so kind of move you guys around. All right, so Thuban, I'm going to address this real quick. Thuban is having some problems with. Let me get rid of these real quick. Okay, where'd they go? Wow, they must have just been discarded. Cool. Okay, Thuban is having a few problems up with the boat, and you guys are hearing in your radios that there's some kind of a scuffle going on, but you can hear both Jacques and Thuban's voices, and it doesn't sound like the scuffle is between them. And then,
Are you sure there aren't any weapons on this thing?
If I were a fire extinguisher, where would I be?
What?
Have you checked under the seat yet?
actually, since there are only 4 divers, that probably leaves, a couple of spear guns, a couple of torpedo pistols, some octa grenades, stuff like that. But you want to be careful because whatever is beating up the boat, it's your fault. It's your fault. Whatever is beating up the seaplane is wrangling the right pontoon, the starboard pontoon on that plane. All right.
Don't destroy the pontoon.
Don't destroy my pontoons. You know what I mean? Okay, so I need all 4 of you, and we're going to do it one at a time, to make a dexterity roll. The target number is a 10. I'm going to start with dogfight this time. So you can pop open. You should be able to pop open the.
Just a standard dexterity roll, right?
It's just a. Well, you know what? Maneuver could work also. So
All right,
if
let's go with a maneuver check then.
okay. Let's see.
Ooh.
Okay, an 8. Okay, an 8 is not too bad. But you're going to land right where you're at. Peaches.
Telling everybody to try to head toward the light.
Well, you can try and tell everybody to kind of head towards the light that you see on that 17th century galleon that you saw before you hit dirt. You no longer see it once you hit dirt. There are things in the way. You might still see that light that's downwards and towards the right, and that's on purpose.
Yeah. Everybody, do you see the light ahead?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Can we head towards the light, people?
I've
we need to
heard
do our
heading
rolls
towards the
first.
light is a bad idea. You hear Thuban yell over the intercom.
Deal with your something up there.
There's
Stop
some
paying
kind of
attention.
big things. It's hard to see vibrations underwater. I can't tell.
Well, I am not up there, so just deal with it.
Working on it.
Yeah, aren't you bigger than it? Why don't you eat it? Have sushi.
Fish or plant?
Vegetarian.
Fish or plants?
You're vegetarian.
Roll persuasion to convince Thuban of fish or plants.
Right. I don't have that, so.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Oh, whoa, wrong one. I don't want to move that. Okay, so I do, however, want to move this so that I
How
can
do I
see.
move forward?
Do we all need to make a maneuver roll to see if we land right, or
Well, that's
was that just dog fit? Just
well,
dog
no,
fight?
that's all four of you. Peaches, go ahead and roll either maneuver or dexterity if you don't have maneuver.
I do.
Okay.
Maneuver. Is there? And we put all the modifiers in on our bulky outfits last time. So
Okay, so no change there. You stay where you're at, Chris.
Okay. Maneuver or dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause- Yeah. I don't have. I'll just roll dexterity because I don't have maneuver as a skill.
Right.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
I nearly forgot to click my token.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget to do that.
Totally.
Ooh. Well,
Just bad luck
fortunately,
all around.
that's okay. This is not bad for you. Okay. This is not bad for you. Oh, there's where my cards went to. So let me close this and get back to objects and tokens. Okay, Mo, go ahead and roll yours, please.
All right.
Okay, now that's just very nice. Holy crap.
you've done it again. You've done some crazy.
Can you glory off of that?
Actually, this is kind of a heroic sort of situation. Do you want to try and throw a card, or remember, we're not in rounds, so if you want to try and throw a card or a possibility at it, you could do that.
How much do you need for a glory? And does anybody have a glory card?
It's a 60.
Yeah, you need
I
a
do
60.
not have a glory card.
I do have a supporter card.
Well, let's see. Oh my goodness, I don't think anybody has a glory. Yeah, no.
I
We
don't
used to have them every single time, and now
I
the one
know.
time it was like, oh, we're so close.
Yeah, just nobody has a glory. Perfect.
Nobody has a glory. Okay, so don't
This
worry
is
about
a
trying
core
to.
Earth mix. Wait, this is a core Earth mix zone. Isn't there a rule here that you can, when you play for the critical moment, you automatically have a glory card?
No. No.
Okay.
No. All right, so I need to open up Captain Gonzalez and see how far he
Alright.
moves. Okay, open up. There we go. Character sheet.
I
Holy
fell right. I fell right where we needed to be. Clunk. Oh.
Oh no. No.
How handy.
No. Where you guys are is where I was originally going to have you, but there is a rule that I have in here where you can move forward, and you get to move forward 2 movement values. So I'm going to move your character for you. Actually,
Good.
you show me. Let's see. You show me where you want to aim your character. Use the measuring tool. Which direction you want to go?
All right. Well, yeah, that's a good question because I can't see anybody else.
Okay.
We're kind of behind you.
Yeah, just a
Oh.
little bit. That's true.
That would explain why I can't see anybody else.
So when you guys dropped onto the ocean floor, Mo was like, "Where'd you guys go?"
Where'd everybody go? All right, so All right, so yeah, we're trying to get to that light over in the corner.
Mhm.
Yes.
So yeah, I will.
And it's a light that you can. It's bright enough that you can see it from where you're
Yeah.
at, but the space in
Alright.
between, not so much.
All right, let's see. Come on. All right. So I want to go like this way.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of move your character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's that? Will that work for you?
Sure.
Okay. Now, since you're going that way, I'm going to kind of edit your vision a little bit. Let's see. That should be. Come on. Let's try 125. Okay. Did your view should have changed?
Yes, it widened.
Oh,
yes.
no. That I've got to go the other thing. So, all right. Dynamic lighting updated. I want to go 90 here because you've got about a 90-degree field of vision.
Mm.
And I want to go 125 here for where your center is going to be. There you go. That's more like it. That's
Okay.
okay. Now, do any of the rest of you see Mo land a little bit further in front of you?
I
Yes.
Okay.
see him.
Okay. So, we're not into rounds yet, but you guys can go ahead and move. Yeah. Each round that you're moving underwater here, you're allowed to make a maneuver or dexterity check versus a target number of 10. Okay. For each 5 points you get above that 10, you can move an additional meter. Now, your movement rate is actually 1/2 rounded up your so I guess I should have moved you 6. Move Mo one direction, either straight down or straight to the right, whatever. That's basically the direction you were going because I owe you 1 point. There you go. So as we're starting this, maneuver or dexterity check will allow you to get extra steps. Okay. So right now, though, you get, like for Chris, I believe you move 10. Peaches, I believe you move 10. You cannot run underwater, by the way.
I figured as much.
Okay. Especially in these super heavy suits. Now, you're buoyant, and you don't really have all that much weight actually on you, but so
We could move 10 meters.
no, you can. Your standard movement, standard walking movement is a 10, but since you're underwater, you've never walked underwater before or anything like that. You make a dex or maneuverability check. If you roll a mishap, you fall and don't get to move that round, but you do get to get up by next round. If you if you roll a 15, you get to add 1 meter to your movement, and then if you roll a 20, you get to add 2 meters. Okay, so each of these spaces is 1 meter. Now it's the same thing for dogfight. Let me pop open his sheet real quick, if it'll let
Now,
me.
you said our movement range is halved.
Yes.
Dogfights move is an odd number, so it does not round up or down.
It rounds up. It's going to round up. So
Okay.
you get 5 space. You can move 5 spaces, and then if you make your maneuver or dexterity check by 5 or 10, you get an extra 1 or 2 to that. Now,
it.
I'm not going to put in the push rules here. I'm going to try and do that when we get to Foundry VTT. Oh, that reminds me. If we get finished tonight, I'm going to try and take a month off from gaming. From Torg, to get it up and running in Foundry VTT. I'll learn how to use it and get you guys all set up there so that all you have to do is log in there. And we can play something else during that time. We'll talk about it maybe after we stop recording tonight. Okay?
There's a good program called Tabletop Sim. We can talk about that.
Yeah, that's on Tabletop Simulator is on Steam. I can't use Steam.
Yeah.
Steam kills my computers. So, okay. So
Steam hates you and you hate Steam.
Something like that. So, who wants to move first?
I
right.
guess I'll move.
Okay, Chris, you go ahead and measure your. I guess you get 5 meters, but go ahead and give me a maneuverability or dexterity check.
Oh, wait. The going diagonal, does it cost double or?
Yes. It basically counts as 2 because I looked at the old FASA Star Trek game and they originally wanted it to be like 1.5 points, and I'm like, well, that just doesn't make any sense. And I kind of measured, and it's going to be the same no matter what. So if you go diagonally, that's going to cost 2.
Okay. Either way, I'd be trying to head to the light, so I guess I'll have to go to about.
Well, actually, if you can measure out to 5 meters, you can move that far. However, what I want you to do first is go ahead and make your maneuverability.
Test.
Yeah, go ahead and make that test. Again, it's a target of 10. Okay. Oh, get over there.
Did I roll the same thing twice? No.
No.
Nearly.
Okay, so you get to move your standard movement this round. So 5 meters. So find a spot and get in it.
I'll give a shot next since I don't want to lead the pack behind too much.
Okay.
All right, let's roll this maneuver check.
Yep, go ahead and roll your maneuver.
Oh, not bad.
Chris, you can move anytime. There you go. There you go.
So I get an extra meter.
Yep, 1 extra meter. So that's going to be 6 meters for you.
Yep.
And again, when you measure, if you decide to measure, you're measuring from the center of your token to the center of whatever space you're trying to get to. And that is, Peaches, you are now prone. So
Does she slip on a rock?
Probably. In
She's
fact,
probably stuck in the mud.
yeah, something like that. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use this one to represent you being down. But by the end of this round, you can get back up. Now, the reason it takes a whole round to get back up is because the kit you're wearing is extremely heavy, and you are unfamiliar with it at best. Okay, so we'll go with that.
You hear a lot of flailing and swearing in Spanish over the radio.
I absentmindedly kind of turn around and see your honor like butter or something like that. It's like, what? Did you fall? Have you fallen and can't get up?
Hijo de puta.
Everything all right back there?
Okay, now Mo and Dogfight. You probably see, as a matter of fact, let me get a good look at what you actually see. Oh, that's Chris.
I just see a
I'm
big
sorry.
mass.
Okay. So, that's a good way to do it too. If you want, I can do the turning on your lights, or you can do the turning on your lights. It doesn't matter. So Chris and Mo, you actually see a massive mast in front of you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's only about 3 meters in front of Mo. Well, it's about 2.5 meters in front of Chris. Dogfight. I have to do this all the time. You also see the beginning of that mast, and you see the cross rope and everything like that. Now, here's the problem with the mast: is that it is going to cause you, actually, Peaches. You see in the others' lights. Also, this massive obstacle. You're not sure if it's the foremast or the aft mast, but you see it's still in some kind of reasonable shape. It's covered in barnacles and clams and all kinds of stuff, but you can still tell what it used to be. The mainsail that was on it has been torn to shreds. It's gone. What do you guys want to do? Just keep moving?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's not like,
we're coming up on the shipwreck, guys.
well, it's not like we can hoist the sails.
That's true. Okay.
Dogfight doesn't seem to say anything. It seems his radio is mysteriously malfunctioning. Maybe it'll start working again once something changes.
Uh-huh. It could very well.
Interdimensional man of mystery.
Okay. So, who wants to move first?
I'll pick myself back up and see if I can't go this time.
Okay, give me a maneuver check. 3.
Jeez,
Okay.
we're
It-
struggling in this suit.
At least you can move forward 1/2 your standard movement.
So that's how far?
Well, your move is an 8. So you can move 4. Should I brighten up these the crosshatch pattern on here a little bit? Or can
That
you
might
all see it
help.
okay?
I can
I see it fine.
Okay.
I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Okay. Dogfight, Mo, or Chris? Who's next?
Why doesn't Chris go next so he can catch up?
Okay.
I'm right next to Mo.
Ah, okay.
Speeches that needs to catch up.
In
Yeah.
that case, I guess I'll go.
So Mo, I just moved your vision back to where it was before. If you want to change it, I guess you can do so by turning your token.
Okay, not a problem.
So I didn't know that before Chris did it. So thanks, Chris, for yet another thing. Or Connor.
It doesn't matter.
It really does, because like you were saying about school earlier, about somebody's going to call Chris or somebody's going to call Connor and you're going to answer to both. I'm doing that now. So
It gets getting more confusing when there's multiple Connors in a class. So I'm kind of used to having to respond to people referring to someone else using my name.
yeah. Okay, so Dogfight gets to move forward his standard movement.
Okay.
Or, well, 1/2 his standard movement.
So just 3 spaces then. All right.
I thought we figured it out as 5 because your 1/2 your standard movement is 4.5 when we round up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right. Guess I end here then.
Okay. Okay, who wants to go next?
Oh, I'll go next. All right. At least I don't fall down. All right, so
That's always a good thing. Yeah.
3. All right.
Okay, so hang
Does that
on.
mass create a obstacle that eats up movement? Or
Yeah, you cannot step over that. You might be able to more or less fall over it because it's kind of sticking in the air. You see that it's descending from the deck of the ship.
all right. All right,
And-
that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, and the
It-
light. You know what? I'm going to check light after you all are moved. Now, what were you going to ask, Andrew?
Oh, I was just going to say, because my last movement is going to end on one of the cross beams. So am I going to have to stop before that and then
well, let's
spend
see.
like my next movement to go around, or
Most
am I
movement
going to have
is
to make some
actually
sort of other roll?
most movement is actually what? His half movement. Rounded up.
3.
So he's got a 3. Yeah, you're okay where you are. You'll spend the rest of the round recovering from climbing over that. Okay.
All right.
So let's see. Dogfight moved, Peaches moved, Mo moved. Chris, did you move yet?
Oh my God, this thing's all kinds of in the way. Go around it if you can.
Chris, are you there?
Did I? Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Go
just
ahead and
kind of.
move. Roll and move.
Roll your maneuver, Mister.
Okay, so So
Okay. So your roll is a 5. Why is your bonus a -4? Oh, that's because that's the bonus itself. I keep thinking that you guys are wounded, and that bonus keeps. See, that's just confusing. When I go program the character sheets over on Foundry, I'm gonna come up with a different way of doing this. So go ahead and move your standard 1/2 your standard movement. Round it up.
give me a minute.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
this will just have to stop about here.
If I wasn't just clumsy as hell, I would climb up on top of the beam and just balance beam walk it up to the deck of the ship.
Because my vision can't quite allow it
Okay.
for me to see.
Well, okay. Go ahead and remove yours. Go ahead and unclick. Okay. And you want I can move you there if you want.
Yes, please. To go around the
Okay.
mast.
So there you go. You went around the mast, and you don't have to deal with it, but it cost you a little bit of movement. Okay, now I need to go through and see what you guys see. I have a special tool that allows me to see what you guys see. So that goes that far. Okay, not quite. But that one, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and reveal that one. Mo, and well, actually, let me, oh, for heaven's sake, layer,
I
token
like
layer.
the giant brain coral and the giant clam.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Some of the, yeah.
Yeah, I saw those. That's kind of neat. Okay, so let me go back to the correct layer. Okay, and I want to see what Mo sees again. Okay, Mo, you see a kind of a shadow that is adjusting. For your limited field of view, you are unable to tell what, if anything, is out there. Okay, so let's see. What does Dogfight see?
A dogfight.
Same thing.
Something at the.
So, what's that?
I see a little token in the distance, actually.
Yes, yes, you do.
Narrowly.
Yes, yes, you do. So let me actually bring this one up also. All right, and objects and tokens. Let me see if Mo sees that one as well. Okay, so Mo, you only see one. Dogfight, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up seeing 2. Nope, you also only see 1. Okay, so you see something that's kind of in the distance. Let me see here. You see Chris, you see Dogfight pretty much right in front of you, but not much else. You do see that, all of you see that the light has become a little bit brighter from the ship. Let's see. Peaches, the light that is in other, that is emitting from Mo and Dogfight's suit. So that means Chris also could see this. Let me see. Let me make sure. Chris can barely see it, but there seems to be something moving ahead. And
I want to move. Do you see my arrow? I want to move here.
Okay. It's a new round of movement. So let's see. Okay, let me get back to objects and tokens. Put your 5 meters back out there again, or your 4 meters.
All right. All right.
Okay. All right. So
Pretty sure
about right there.
This spot right here.
No, that's 5 meters. So about right here.
There's 5 right there.
Okay, 5 right there. You want to move there?
Yes. See where that arrow is? Yeah. There we go. That's 5.
Okay. So I've got my cursor there, but I need you to roll a maneuver test.
All right. I can do that.
Before you go to move.
Let's do maneuver.
Oh,
No, not again.
yeah, I'm afraid so. Oh, I forgot to remove your fallen token anyway. So you literally do stumble over some seashells, a rock. There's a ridge that your boot kind of gets caught in, and it brings you to the ground again. Okay,
Santa Barbara, look at the stinking hole right here.
you're not allowed.
Nature.
Ginger, you're not allowed to roll ones anymore tonight.
Ugh, I have my quota. Thank you.
So Mo, Chris, and Dogfight. Who wants to go next?
Dogfight will go next because there's something up ahead that I would like to see if I can get a better look at.
Okay.
You will heroically charge into the volcano.
Heroically walk into this minefield.
Okay, now I want you to bear in mind something. There is a mast portion right in front of you. Okay, about 1.5 meters. You see it, and hopefully it's not too much. Okay, you can do your standard movement, so go ahead and do that. If you do go to cross that mast, though, let's see. Dogfight has how much movement? Half movement?
Yeah, he does have flight, if that helps at all.
No.
Underwater.
No, this is not it.
Okay.
It's not really going to help. That's for more in the air than anything else. Okay, so you can move 5. So here's what would happen. You could move basically the one space to get to the mast portion, and then it's about 3 to cross it. So you could end up in, say, this hex right, or this square right here. One of these days I'll use hexes.
That sounds good.
You want to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Oh. Dogfight starts setting off warning klaxons as he sees, whatever the hell these are.
You can't quite read the name?
No, I can read the name. Dogfight can't, since Dogfight can't see roll 20.
No, okay, so do you intend to describe to the others what you see?
Well, it is fairly far away. Dogfight sees what appears to be some form of people swimming underwater. Is that an eye patch and a peg leg and a hook hand?
They are skeletons.
Yes, but one has a peg leg, and I imagine the other has a hook hand.
Oh, yep, sure. I know each of them is carrying a cutlass in their good hands, and they will start moving forward. We'll get into combat.
I would imagine at least one of them has like 2 eye patches over both eyes.
Yes. Well, eye sockets in this case, but yes. Damn it! If only I were here so I could use command undead.
Yeah, but you can't go underwater. Oh,
yeah.
Woe is you. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish movement. I'm going to see what everybody else sees I have a way of turning, looking and seeing what your character sees in specific. And then we'll start into combat. So,
Ben, are these yours?
No. I have more class than that.
Okay, so Chris and Mo.
Skeletons are a matter of class?
They're not my aesthetic.
All right, so who's going next?
I guess I will. Unless somebody else can think of something.
I'm flailing around in the mud here, so go get him, Captain Gonzalez.
All right. Well, I'm going to play my Cosm card.
Okay. Lay it out. Let's see it. Okay, rousing speech. Let's see. I got to move this a little bit so I can size it up, and so that it's not over the top of everything. Rousing speech. Make a short speech designed to inspire allies. If played during combat, the speech is a simple action. The speaker and everyone who can hear her or him gain 2 possibilities. This one, so that's going to be Thuban, that's going to be Jacques, that's going to be Peaches, Chris, Dogfight, and of course Mo. So add 2 possibilities, folks. What exactly does Mo say?
Mo says, well, Once again, my friends, we walk into the shadow of evil. Yet, as always, as I'm like loading up a torpedo into one of my torpedo pistols. But as always, we have right and might upon our side. And these evil ne'er-do-wells have no chance to stand against us. Are you ready, my friends?
No.
You hear from in the distance, the man says, "I would if I could. I'm with you in spirit."
And the rest of us probably just go, "Arr!"
Okay, now each of you gets to have one thing in your hand. Okay. Mo just declared a torpedo pistol. So, Peaches, what are you carrying? An octa grenade,
not
torpedo pistol, a spear gun, or Delight's the sunblade.
The sunblade. I have my sunblade.
Okay, so sunblade, Chris.
I have my spear gun.
Okay, hang on a second, and this will switch over. Spear gun, and then dogfight.
Dogfight has a sunblade in one hand, but it says he also has a blast ray, and since that doesn't have the gadget limitation, does that just come innately from his body?
That comes innately from his body. I'm going to give you the same rules for use as I did with Peach's power glove. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what was it, Peaches? If it was a 1 or 2, it would burn through the suit?
If I'm using it and there's a mishap, that is, or I mean, if I'm using it and there's a setback, that's the setback. It either ceases to work or it rips through my suit.
Okay. All right. So
Whatever is worse.
same thing. Same thing for dogfight then. So you said you're carrying a what again?
Me, I have a sunblade in one hand, and I guess the other hand is glowing with the blast ray power.
Yeah. So I suppose that we could do it that way. Why not? So let's see. Let me get out of there and move some of these things out a little bit so you guys can read what's going on. Okay. So if you want, you can left click and drag around to select both the text and the and your character before you move them, or I can just move their tag. Now, if you go to switch something out, it takes 1 round to put something away and the next round to bring it out, whole rounds. And it requires a dexterity check on the first round. Okay. Or if you decide to drop it, it still requires a dexterity check, but then you can draw from your character whatever item you intend to use, and then I'll change the title. But you can only hold 1 item at a time because you are using your other arm to kind of stabilize yourself a little bit, if you will. The blast ray is part of Dogfight's actual body. So you're not actually holding anything there.
Okay.
Okay, now let me see what everybody sees. Okay, so yes, what is over here? GM info overlay. Come on, get over there. And what layer are you on? Token. Okay. Let's see. Skeletal pirate. So no, it doesn't go that far. And again, I want to apologize to you all for my language about Roll20. Having worked with it for as long as I have, it's actually a pretty significant program. Okay, I really do appreciate that it was put together the way that it is. It's just when it goes really slow and I'm expecting to go really fast, it doesn't work that way. So, all right. So Mo, you haven't moved, have you?
No, I didn't move.
Please move. We're waiting on you, Tex, and Chris also.
I have my movement planned out.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Honestly,
make your maneuver check.
Is there a bonus for being in cover?
You okay? What do you mean? What are you trying to do? These are just a couple of masts. They're about 2 feet around. where you're at.
Okay. All right. I was hoping to be able to use them for some sort of cover to fire from behind, but
You might be able to.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. It's not a whole lot of cover, but yeah, you should be able to.
Oh,
Okay.
15.
Okay.
but it will impose their moving as mad as it did ours. So I want to stay behind it from them.
Actually, you don't know that for sure. You haven't seen them move yet.
Guessing. But
Okay, so yeah, Chris, you get to move your, I guess it's six spaces or 6 meters, and you can measure out.
Already kind of did, so that just it allows me to just go one more space.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Peaches is on the ground. So Mo, do you want to move at all?
no, I'm going to stay here because they're in range. So I'm just going to stay here.
Okay.
And use this as mast as something of cover and a brace to aim across to fire.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a regular D20. And I'm going to roll one as well.
Oh.
Unless you roll a 1. Okay, so here's the deal. You are going to get the drop on the skeleton pirate number 2. So let's see. You can go ahead and fire, and then we'll get into rounds. So I've got to look this up again.
All right, and that was fire combat
For
the torpedo pistol. One was fire combat, and the other one was missile combat. I guess
let's see.
The spear gun was missile, so that one had to have been the one that was fire combat.
Okay, so yeah, torpedo pistol. Let's go ahead and use fire combat. Now that is 12, 25, 50 for range. How far away are you? So let's see.
Oh, how big are these squares? I thought they were.
Each square is 1 meter. So you're only 7 meters away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. The range on a torpedo pistol is 12, 25, 50.
Right.
So 7 meters. We're within short range.
You are within short range. So go ahead and let's see. It's not quite total darkness down here, so it's a -4 penalty to hit.
Okay.
And your dex is already taken care of as far as other stuff. So yeah, just -4 to actually hit him.
All right. So modifier -4. All right. Submit.
Okay, I'm taking it. That's not good.
It's a net result of -1.
Okay. Now we're not in combat yet, so you can still use cards from your hand, and you can still trade with others, or you could also use a possibility if you like. What would you like to do?
I've got a lot of possibilities. I will try spending one.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Hold on a second. Don't forget to. Let's see. That's your roll was a 5. Don't forget to click on your token.
I'm clicked on it.
Hang on just a second, because this thing is running super slow. And there we go. Okay. So if you've clicked on your token, go ahead and click possibility, and don't forget to reduce it on your character sheet. Okay. Result is 10. Oh, you didn't put in the -4 again. I'm sorry. You have to put in the -4 every time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So that is going to be a miss. But hang on a second.
I didn't shoot the plane.
No,
how's this work again? Pook!
You did not shoot the plane. So let's see.
Too bad. I've got some bad news.
It's like when you were giving your speech, you held up the gun in the air and accidentally pulled the trigger. You didn't do that.
Okay, so that's 1, so it goes that way, and then D6 divided by 2. So I better write that one. Roll.
Too bad.
6
The skeletons are firing on the plane. You better.
I could make them
Okay.
stop if I were there, but those damn suits are too small.
So damage of 9. Okay, so
We're
I
sorry
don't
you're fat.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but
Mhm.
your torpedo goes and explodes right here.
Okay, I did see that. Yes.
So, oh, I don't want that yet. I need my character. Where'd he go? Oh, I must have closed him by accident. So let's see. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. That was not a hit. It's going to be a damage of 9 out at that range. So his toughness is 9, so he takes no damage. All right. So that's your torpedo pistol.
Oh, is that for the explosion?
Yep. It's got an explosion radius of 1 meter, which would catch your skeletal pirate just at lower damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
But his your damage was not enough to even give him any. Well, it is a 0, and 0 gives 2 shock. So, but they're immune to shock, so that doesn't matter. So
Damn mast. I was right to hide behind it because that's just hard to shoot behind.
Mhm. So you kind
On the
of
bright side, you might get cover.
So let's see. Drama deck. Orosh. Okay. Let me shuffle this one. No, that's the wrong one.
The Aurora drama deck is like 40 different cards that are variants on you die when the villains go first every turn.
Oh, knowing our luck
and
so
this
far
is-
tonight,
This is
it's gonna
dramatic
turn
scene
out that
too.
way.
So
Whoa.
yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be a lot of die.
Where's my Aurora drama deck?
The gaunt man
Destiny
kicks
deck?
on the door. There is no glory. Die.
Cosm cards, Drama deck Nile Empire, Drama deck Living Land, Drama deck Core Earth. Well now, I'm not going to hold us up. So those were definitely Cosm cards. Do I have 2 labeled Cosm cards, Aurora? No, I don't. Okay, so it looks like we're going with the drama deck from Core Earth instead.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Oh, thank goodness.
So,
we were a little bit farther left. If we'd been a little bit farther right, we would have been in trouble.
all right, so let me get this out here. Come on, where are you at? All right, I'm going to try and get this
I'm
into the
standing in
light.
my lucky spot. That's why.
Do what?
I'm standing in my lucky spot. That's why.